Hey everyone, this is Shag, and welcome back to Mega Man 10 Protoperfect. Today, Sheepman. Now, you're probably thinking, why didn't you do Sheepman first? That's because everybody and their extended family does Sheepman first, and I wanted to be a little bit different. Before we continue my talking, but not before we continue the video, and actually we're not ending my talking either, but let me just say this. Apologies for any and all audio screw-ups or gaffes in any videos in this series because, let's say, the Game Bridge recorded audio levels seemingly at somewhat random, so they might vary a little bit, and Power Director is kinda weird to record voice with, but anyways. These totem pole guys are just made of hilarity. Stand on them, then shoot them, to add insult to injury. These brain guys, well, that one in particular wasn't very dangerous because he didn't have a thing to sink into, but you can destroy them before they do that or afterwards. But that'll be demonstrated later, of course. Now, of course, we have to get these bolts because we are still getting the energy balancer in this run, whether you like it or not, but we are ignoring that energy because we don't need it. So, Sheepman stage is not terribly difficult. It is about similar in difficulty to Pumpman, but Sheepman himself can be kind of a spaz, at least in my experience, but then again, I'm not very good at this game. So here we're being extremely patient for some reason. Shield attackers are one of my other great nemesis is. So yeah, this guy seems kind of threatening at first, because it's hard to dodge those little electricity things that go through his wires, but he dies in one pass of the Buster anyways. And thus we have the midpoint and the Yakshishi. More totem pole guys. More conveyor belts, though those easy mode platforms make everything way easier. It's like, I don't know. They could probably do easy mode with just adding those platforms, and it would still be significant. Though I wouldn't want them to do that because I suck at this game. Not really, but a little bit. So that's the guy rising up, except he only goes left, so it doesn't matter at all. And here we have disappearing block segments. This particular room is not much of a challenge, especially with that easy mode platform, which they took to be easy about the room. But this next disappearing block segment I did not know as well, and since Proto Man just kinda gets the jet right away, we're just gonna kinda cruise on through. Ah, you noticed there that I have the water shield. I'm sure this will come in handy eventually. That E-Tank and that Yakshishi, not worth it. They might be worth it, except I didn't want to take the time to figure out how to do that particular room. And now the water shield comes into use. Yay, that was exciting, wasn't it? And now for Sheepman himself. I think I heard somewhere that he actually alternates the pattern of his electrical ball shot thing, which he's not currently doing, but if I had known that, it would have been a lot easier. On normal mode, the last one of those lightning bolts that comes down shoots a shockwave across the room, and on hard mode, all of them do. But on easy mode, none of them do. And so we wait for him to pop down, and then we shoot him. For some reason, he seems to not be doing his other attack very often. There we go. Proto Man's shield can block that, which is very nice, but usually you'd have to be able to see it coming and either, like, jump over it or, like, go under it. But I just got lucky and blocked everything or spastically evaded it because my reaction time for that particular shot is not terribly impressive. Sheepman takes a little longer than Pumpman to wear down because he's not constantly hittable. Unless, of course, you have the Rebound Striker, in which case he'll die pretty much as soon as you fire enough of it, which is the case with any bullet and any enemy. But what I meant to say is that it goes faster. Weapon getting time. Oh, the Thunderwolf. This weapon is pretty not useful. There are only a few instances where I used it in the run, I think. If I'm not misremembering and I didn't use it at all. I think I used it at least once. But its use is very limited, let's say. For some reason, the playtimes in this run seem to always have like 2 of the same number. Just pointing that out. So anyway, here's the shop. Look at how Proto Man's energy balancer is more expensive than Mega Man's, and I don't have enough bolts yet, so I'm exiting. That was quite the diversion. Next time, next episode will be Solar Man, but now it's time for the extras. Hey everyone, this is Shag, and welcome to the Sheepman Extras video. First up, outtakes. What a great way to start. Now, this is what I mean by Sheepman's electric ball attack being hard for me to dodge. And this is just me being stupid. With totem poles. I bet I can get up here and then get through. Oh no! The shame is too great. And here we have that again. Yep. I'm not the best Mega Man player. Oh no, water shield doesn't block sound! And here we see that I do a dance at the beginning of every take. Yes, sir. Sometimes it's different. But this take does not go very well. And it's stupid. Now then, this is the only time I actually had trouble with the mini-boss. I expected more trouble with the mini-boss, but I didn't quite know how fast it died. Well, I guess I learned that lesson. And it's not quite dead, oh no! I guess I got hit there. And this looks like more trouble with the totem pole, but actually it's not. It is instead, well, you'll see. In a moment. When killing that guy, remember that you went off screen and he'll come back. Bonk. And here's Sheepman being what I thought was unpredictable, yet again. Eventually. First, it seems like it's going okay. I mean, I'm not quite dead yet. Oh, and I blocked that one. Surely this will be the Sheepman fight to tell tales about. And no. So, with the outtakes out of the way, how does Sheepman compare with the other stages and the other bosses? Well, first let me say that Sheepman's quote-unquote unpredictability got me a whole lot more in the Wily stages than it did in those outtakes. And so, his boss ranking is a little high. Let's see for ourselves. In stage outtakes, he was number 7, with only 9. There were many things lower than him, but he wasn't very hard at all. I think he ties with a few ones as well. Boss outtakes, he was actually in 3rd place with 22. Wow, that's kinda not good for me, but it's just that darn lightning ball thing. Anyway, enough of my jibber-jabber. It's time for the people who are good at this game to actually show us.